February 16th's winning numbers. These 6 could be your ticket to wealth. Buddhist teachings. The wind does not break a tree that bends. Buddhist proverb. Have you ever noticed how some numbers keep appearing in your life, on a clock, a receipt, or even a street sign? Some call it coincidence, but what if these numbers are trying to tell you something? What if they're not just random digits, but signs from the universe, guiding you toward an opportunity you've been waiting for? Today, we're diving into 6 powerful numbers that could hold the key to unlocking prosperity on February 16th. These numbers aren't just about luck. They are deeply connected to ancient Buddhist wisdom, carrying vibrations of abundance, balance, and spiritual alignment. As the great philosopher Seneca once said, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. So the question is, are you ready to recognize these signs and align yourself with the universal forces of fortune? Before we begin, take a deep breath and affirm this. I am in harmony with the universe's energy. My path is guided by wisdom, and abundance flows effortlessly into my life. Let this affirmation set the tone for our journey. Together, we'll explore how these 6 numbers could be the turning point you've been waiting for. 1. Number 55. Embracing transformation. Some numbers carry a special energy, and 55 is one of them, a symbol of change, transformation, and new possibilities. Have you ever felt life nudging you towards something greater, even if you couldn't see the full picture? That's the essence of 55, a cosmic whisper urging you to evolve. As the Buddha said, no one saves us but ourselves. We ourselves must walk the path. This number reminds you that change isn't to be feared, but embraced as a doorway to your highest potential. Buddhism teaches that mindfulness brings clarity, helping us see the present moment without the weight of past regrets or future worries. Number 55 carries this lesson, signaling a major shift and inviting you to trust your inner wisdom. Have you ever felt an unshakable gut feeling that something needed to change? When you acted on it, didn't things start aligning unexpectedly? That's the power of 55, reminding you that transformation begins with trusting yourself. As the Buddha taught, what you think, you become. Align your thoughts with the future you want, and life will follow. Number 55 isn't just about luck, it's about being ready. It's a sign to release self-doubt and step boldly into the unknown. Growth is rarely comfortable, but it's always necessary. If you've been hesitating to take a leap, consider this your sign. You are ready. Let go of fear and trust that everything is unfolding as it should. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Stay present, and opportunities will reveal themselves. Think of 55 as a quiet guide, reminding you that challenges hold hidden blessings. What if the obstacles you face are actually shaping you for something greater? When you see this number, the universe is asking you to listen to your intuition, to the lessons in every moment. When you talk, you repeat what you know. When you listen, you may learn something new, said the Dalai Lama. Listen deeply. Your inner wisdom is speaking. Are you paying attention? If you sense a big shift coming, 55 confirms it. Luck isn't random. It's preparation meeting opportunity. The universe is aligning things in your favor, but you must act on the signs. Are you ready to trust your path, even when it's unclear? Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. When you embrace 55's energy, you step into a flow of intuition and limitless potential. Trust it, follow it, and watch your life unfold in ways you never imagined. If this resonates with you, affirm it by commenting, "Lucky Journey." Your transformation has already begun. Stay with us to explore how numbers and Buddhist wisdom can guide you toward abundance. This could be the week that changes everything. 2. Number 44. The power of foundation. Have you ever noticed certain numbers appearing in your life, almost as if they're trying to tell you something? Some believe that numbers carry deep, hidden messages, and among them, 44 stands out as one of the most powerful. It isn't just a lucky number, it's a master number, a symbol of strength, foundation, and the kind of success that comes not from luck, but from dedication and effort. If you're seeing 44 or drawn to it, take it as a sign. This is the time to build, to lay the groundwork for something lasting. But here's the question: are you truly ready to put in the work, or are you waiting for fortune to fall into your lap? Let me tell you a story. There was once a craftsman who spent his life building a magnificent temple. Every day, no matter how tired he was or how slow the progress seemed, he laid one stone after another. People laughed at him, saying the temple was too big, that he was wasting his time. Yet, he never stopped. Years passed, and finally, the temple stood in all its glory, a masterpiece admired by thousands. A traveler once asked him, "How did you have the patience to build something so grand?" The craftsman smiled and said, "I never focused on how big it was. I only focused on the stone in front of me." That is the essence of 44, steadfast, disciplined effort. It's not about overnight success or shortcuts. It's about commitment, resilience, and the courage to keep going, even when no one else sees the vision. If you've been working on something, a business, a dream, a personal goal, and you feel like progress is slow, 44 is your reminder that true success is built, not given. This number carries the energy of foundation and stability, urging you to trust the process. But be honest with yourself. Are you consistently putting in the effort, or are you waiting for luck to do the work for you? Because 44 is not about waiting. It's about showing up every single day and laying one brick at a time. It's about pushing through doubt, about trusting that even when you can't see the results yet, the foundation is forming beneath your feet. And here's something important. With great power comes great responsibility. 44 is a builder's number, but it also demands that you stay grounded, practical, and committed. Dreams are beautiful, but without action, they remain illusions. The universe can align everything in your favor, but if you don't take steps toward your goal, nothing will change. So here's the challenge. What's the stone in front of you today? What small but important action can you take right now to move closer to your vision? The answers won't come from outside. They are already within you, waiting to be uncovered. The lesson of 44 is simple but profound. Hard work beats luck when luck doesn't work hard. So don't just chase wealth, build it. Don't just hope for success, create it. And don't just dream, take action. Because the masterpiece of your life is already there. You just have to uncover it, one step at a time. Now, what's your next move? 3. Number 33. The path of compassion and purpose. February 16th's winning numbers aren't just about luck or financial gain. They hold a deeper meaning, a call to something greater than ourselves. One number that stands out is 33, and if this number has appeared in your life, it may not be a coincidence. In Buddhist teachings, 33 is often linked to compassion, healing, and selfless service. It reminds us of the power we each hold to create ripples of kindness in the world. The Buddha once said, "Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared." This is the essence of 33. It invites us to share our light, to uplift others, and in doing so, to find true fulfillment. Have you ever felt the undeniable pull to help someone, even when you had nothing to gain? That's the energy of 33 at work. It teaches us that real wealth isn't in what we accumulate, but in how much we give, our kindness, our love, and our willingness to ease the burdens of others. In today's fast-paced world, where so many feel isolated or overwhelmed, a single act of compassion can be life-changing. Imagine the power of simply being present for someone who needs to be heard, offering a smile to a stranger, or extending kindness with no expectation of return. That is the transformative nature of 33. But this number also calls for courage, the courage to act selflessly, even when it's inconvenient, to show kindness even when the world seems indifferent. As the Dalai Lama put it, our prime purpose in this life is to help others, and if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. How often do we hesitate to help because we fear we won't make a difference? Yet every small gesture matters, and the impact we create often extends far beyond what we can see. True generosity doesn't require grand gestures. It's found in the little moments, the words of encouragement, the patience we offer, and the support we give when someone needs it most. Have you ever been the one to lift another during their darkest hour? If so, you know the unspoken magic that happens when we extend ourselves beyond our own needs. This is the gift of 33. A reminder that what we give comes back to us in ways far more valuable than material wealth. In a world obsessed with success and status, 33 urges us to reflect on what truly matters. At the end of the day, our legacy isn't in what we own, but in the kindness we've shared and the lives we've touched. So, if you've been searching for a sign, consider this your moment. Let 33 inspire you to live with an open heart, to be a source of love in a world that often forgets its own humanity. Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "Compassion is a verb. It's not enough to feel it. We must act on it, live it, and let it guide us." The power of 33 is not in luck, but in the conscious choice to be a force for good. Will you answer its call? If you've made it this far, you're already opening the door to new possibilities. Could these 6 numbers hold the key to your fortune? Comment Lucky Path below to affirm your belief in wisdom and prosperity. Stay until the end. There's still more insight waiting to guide you toward abundance. 4. Number 11. Awakening to your higher purpose. As the Dalai Lama wisely said, the purpose of our lives is to be happy. True happiness often arrives when we least expect it but need it most. And in this moment, February 16th brings with it a special kind of energy, one carried by the number 11, a symbol of intuition, transformation, and spiritual awakening. If you've been searching for a sign, this might just be it. The number 11 has long been considered a bridge between the material world and the divine, a number that urges us to awaken, listen, and align with our higher purpose. In Buddhism, enlightenment is not about grand revelations, but about seeing things clearly, just as the presence of 11 invites us to tune into our own wisdom and recognize the unseen forces at play in our lives. Imagine standing under a vast night sky, the stars stretching endlessly above you. In that moment, you feel both small and infinite, a part of something much greater than yourself. That is the energy of 11, a reminder that we are connected to something beyond the ordinary, a force guiding us toward our true path. Now, in February, this energy shines even brighter. Many believe that this is a time of alignment, a moment when divine timing is at work, offering clarity and opening doors we never noticed before. Have you ever felt on the edge of something new, as if the universe were whispering, nudging you forward? The number 11 often appears at these crossroads, urging us to trust ourselves and take that leap. It's not a coincidence when you see 11 repeatedly, it's a message. Perhaps it appears on the clock, a receipt, or even in conversations when you least expect it. Each time, it's as if the universe is gently reminding you, you are exactly where you need to be. The next step is waiting for you. In the words of the Buddha, there are only two mistakes one can make along the road to truth: not going all the way and not starting. The presence of 11 encourages you to start, to take that next step with confidence, even if you can't see the full path ahead. But is 11 truly a lucky number? That depends on how you define luck. True fortune isn't just about chance, it's about awareness. It's about paying attention to the signs, trusting your intuition, and taking action when the time is right. The universe is always communicating with us, but are we listening? When you notice the number 11, take a moment to reflect. What is life trying to show me? Am I trusting my inner guidance, or am I hesitating? Is there an opportunity right in front of me that I've been too afraid to embrace? The energy of 11 is not about instant miracles. It is about being in tune with the rhythm of life, understanding that we are always being guided if we choose to listen. In the grander scheme, 11 is a call to faith, not blind faith, but faith in yourself, in the journey, and in the unseen forces that shape our lives. It reminds us that transformation isn't a matter of luck, but of alignment. February 16th is more than just a date. It's an invitation to trust the process, to embrace the unknown, and to step forward with confidence. So as you move through this day, remember that life is always offering you signs. The question is, are you ready to see them? Five. Number 6. The symbol of harmony and balance. The number 6 carries a deeper meaning than just a digit. It is a symbol of harmony, balance, and the unseen forces that guide our journey. In life, everything moves in cycles, and 6 represents the completion of one and the beginning of another, reminding us that each step we take is leading somewhere meaningful. Think about the effort you've poured into your dreams, the relationships you've nurtured, and the personal growth you've embraced. Much like a gardener tending to their plants, your dedication will soon bear fruit. But just like in nature, growth is not always immediately visible. Seeds don't sprout the moment they're planted, and neither do the efforts we put into our goals. 6 whispers the same message. Trust the process, stay patient, and know that your time is coming. In Buddhist philosophy, this aligns closely with the law of karma. Every thought, word, and action sets something in motion, whether we see it or not. Just as a single act of kindness can ripple far beyond what we realize, the work we do behind the scenes is shaping the reality we will soon step into. Have you ever felt like you're on the verge of something big, like all the pieces are slowly coming together? That's the energy of 6, an unseen assurance that even when you don't see results, the universe is still at work. Even astrologically, 6 is linked to transformation and emotional healing, often appearing when we're on the brink of change. Sometimes we hesitate at the edge of something new, unsure whether to take the leap. But 6 reminds us to trust ourselves, trust the universe, and understand that everything is unfolding as it should. And if you start noticing the number 6 around you, on a clock, in a book, in a conversation, it might be more than just coincidence. These moments serve as gentle nudges from the universe, urging you to recognize the progress you've made. In our fast-paced world, we often focus on what's missing, on what's yet to be achieved, forgetting to acknowledge how far we've come. But 6 asks you to pause and celebrate the journey itself. Lao Tzu once said, Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. This is the essence of 6. It doesn't rush, it doesn't force, but it always reaches its destination. So what's the takeaway? Trust the timing of your life. Even in moments of uncertainty, know that your efforts are not in vain. Whether you're working toward a goal, healing from the past, or simply trying to navigate the challenges of life, 6 is a reminder that balance, harmony, and success are already aligning in your favor. Keep going with faith, patience, and confidence, because sometimes the greatest victories come not when we chase them, but when we allow them to unfold naturally. The universe is supporting you, always. 6. Number 3. The rule of 3 and the flow of fortune. Have you ever noticed how the number 3 seems to appear everywhere? It's not just a coincidence, there's something truly special about it. In Buddhism, 3 holds profound significance, representing the 3 jewels: the Buddha, the awakened one; the Dharma, his teachings; and the Sangha, the community of practitioners. Together, these form the very foundation of spiritual growth, guiding us toward wisdom, compassion, and enlightenment. But what if the power of 3 extends beyond spirituality? What if it could also help you unlock opportunities, recognize signs from the universe, and even align with the right energy to invite fortune into your life? Look around, and you'll see the magic of 3 everywhere. The world itself seems to be structured in 3s: past, present, future, body, mind, spirit, birth, life, death. In storytelling, 3 is the perfect number. 3 wishes, 3 chances, 3 parts to every great journey. Even in daily life, have you ever glanced at the clock and seen 3:33, or noticed that good things seem to come in 3s? It's as if the universe is constantly sending us reminders that balance and completeness come in a triad. Now, why is February 16th particularly special? Some believe that this month carries an amplified energy of 3, encouraging growth, transformation, and a chance to realign with your goals. Could it be that this is the moment for you to seize an opportunity, to take a step towards something you've been hesitating on, to trust that the universe is nudging you in the right direction? As the Buddha once said, "What you are is what you have been. What you will be is what you do now." The choices you make today shape the future you step into tomorrow. And for those wondering, how does this help with luck, wealth, or even winning? The truth is, luck isn't just about chance, it's about alignment. When you are fully present, aware, and in tune with the flow of life, you start noticing doors opening, patterns forming, and the right opportunities arriving at just the right time. Maybe that's what the number 3 is reminding you, to find balance between where you are and where you want to be, between effort and trust, between action and patience. So, the next time you see the number 3 appear, whether in a set of winning numbers, a repeated pattern, or even just a fleeting moment, pause for a second. Ask yourself, what is life trying to tell me? Could this be a sign that you are on the right path, that it's time to embrace the opportunities before you? Maybe, just maybe, the power of 3 is exactly what you need to invite success, happiness, and wisdom into your life. Thank you for joining us in today's video. Before we move forward, I'd like to take a moment to express my gratitude. It's truly a joy to have you as part of our community. Feel free to share your thoughts or personal reflections in the comments. If you're unsure of what to say, simply comment "Seeking Wisdom" if you're new here, or "Walking the Path" if you've been with us for a while. Your engagement not only shows your presence, but also inspires us to continue sharing these teachings. Now, let's continue this journey together, shall we? How to get closer to your wealth. Buddhist teachings. As we've explored, numbers hold powerful energies, guiding us toward transformation, stability, compassion, and alignment with our higher purpose. But recognizing these signs is just the first step. The true key to unlocking abundance lies in how we respond to them. In Buddhism, wealth is not just about material gain. It is about cultivating a mindset of generosity, ethical living, and balance. Just as the numbers we encounter can serve as reminders of universal wisdom, the way we approach wealth determines whether it becomes a tool for growth or a source of suffering. By shifting our perspective, practicing gratitude, and making mindful financial choices, we align ourselves with the very forces these numbers represent, opening the door to prosperity in both spiritual and material realms. Number 1. Shift your mindset. Wealth as a tool, not a goal. Wealth is often misunderstood as the ultimate destination, but in reality, it is merely a tool, a means to support our well-being and uplift those around us. The Buddha taught that attachment to material wealth leads to suffering because clinging to it creates fear, greed, and dissatisfaction. When we view wealth not as an end goal, but as a resource to cultivate generosity, wisdom, and compassion, we free ourselves from its control. As the great Buddhist saying goes, "You only lose what you cling to." This does not mean we should reject wealth, but rather redefine our relationship with it. The principle of right livelihood, a key teaching in Buddhism, reminds us to earn wealth through ethical means, ensuring that our success does not come at the expense of others' suffering. In today's world, where financial pressures often dominate our thoughts, many chase money without questioning whether their pursuit aligns with their values. But true wealth is not measured by how much we accumulate. It is reflected in how we use it. When wealth is earned through integrity and shared with wisdom, it becomes a force for good. Consider a person who builds their fortune while exploiting others. Their riches may bring temporary comfort, but will ultimately lead to inner turmoil. On the other hand, someone who prospers through honest efforts and uplifts their community will find deep, lasting fulfillment. This is why even in modern business, the most respected leaders are those who prioritize ethical success over mere profit. The shift in mindset from possession to purpose liberates us from the cycle of endless craving. Instead of asking, "How can I get more?" ask, "How can I use what I have wisely?" By seeing wealth as a means to create positive change rather than an obsession to chase, we align ourselves with a path of balance and peace. As the Dalai Lama once said, "Judge your success by what you had to give up in order to get it." Let us not be consumed by the pursuit of wealth, but instead harness it as a tool for a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Number 2. Practice generosity. Dana. Giving is at the heart of Buddhist teachings on wealth, and the more freely you give, the more abundance flows back into your life. This is the principle of dana, or generosity, which is not just about material giving, but also about offering kindness, time, and wisdom. Many people believe that holding on tightly to their wealth ensures security. But have you ever noticed how those who give with an open heart often seem to attract even more prosperity? This is because generosity shifts our mindset from scarcity to abundance, dissolving fear and greed. As the Buddha taught, "If you knew what I know about the power of giving, you would not let a single meal pass without sharing it." When you give, you are not just helping others, you are training your mind to detach from the illusion that wealth is something to be possessed rather than shared. There is a story of a poor farmer who, despite his struggles, always offered food to the monks who passed through his village. His neighbors mocked him, saying, "You barely have enough for yourself. Why do you give it away?" But the farmer simply smiled and continued his practice. Over time, his fields flourished unexpectedly, and his modest home became a place of warmth and community. When asked about his good fortune, he replied, "I never gave to receive, but it seems that in giving, my hands were always open to receive more." This story teaches us that true wealth is not measured by what we keep, but by what we share. In modern life, the same principle applies. Have you ever noticed how businesses that give back to their communities often thrive more than those that operate purely for profit? Or how people who freely share their knowledge and skills gain the respect and support of others? Generosity creates a cycle of abundance. Instead of fearing loss, ask yourself, what do I have that I can share today? Whether it's money, time, or even a simple act of kindness, every act of giving strengthens your connection to true wealth. The lesson is clear. When we shift our focus from accumulation to contribution, wealth ceases to be a source of anxiety and becomes a source of joy. As the Dalai Lama once said, generosity is the most natural outward expression of an inner attitude of compassion and loving kindness. So, as you walk your path toward financial well-being, remember that the more you give, the more you invite abundance into your life, not just in material wealth, but in the richness of the heart. Number 3. Gratitude and contentment, Santuti. True wealth is not measured by the coins in our pockets, but by the contentment in our hearts. In the teachings of the Buddha, wealth is not just about material accumulation, but about cultivating a deep sense of gratitude for what we already have. As the Dhammapada states, contentment is the greatest wealth. When we focus too much on what we lack, we become blind to the riches already present in our lives, our health, our relationships, and even the simple moments of peace. Gratitude is a magnet for prosperity. When we appreciate what we have, we naturally open the doors for more to flow into our lives. A grateful heart sees opportunities where others see obstacles, and this mindset shift alone can lead to external wealth. Many successful people, both in the past and present, credit their achievements not just to hard work, but to an unwavering sense of appreciation. Consider how those who are always chasing more often feel empty, while those who cultivate gratitude seem to live in abundance even with less. This is because gratitude rewires our minds to recognize value where it already exists, transforming what we have into enough. In today's fast-paced world, where advertisements constantly tell us we need more to be happy, practicing contentment is an act of true wisdom. Instead of comparing ourselves to others, we should shift our focus inward and acknowledge the wealth we already possess. When we start each day with gratitude, we shift our energy from lack to abundance, and in doing so, we attract more of what we need. This does not mean we should stop striving for improvement, but rather that our pursuit of wealth should come from a place of fulfillment, not desperation. True prosperity begins with a thankful heart, and when we embrace gratitude, we realize that we were wealthy all along. Number 4. Eliminate greed and fear around money. Wealth is not just about the numbers in your bank account. It's about your relationship with money, your mindset, and your sense of peace. The Buddha taught that craving, or tanha, is a root cause of suffering. This applies to money as well. Many people either chase wealth out of fear, fear of not having enough, fear of losing security, fear of failure, or out of greed, an insatiable desire for more, believing that happiness lies in accumulation. But does it? When we operate from fear, we hoard, we stress, and we become anxious about money, When we are greedy, we never feel satisfied, always comparing, always wanting more. Neither path leads to true wealth, because true wealth isn't just financial, it's emotional, mental, and spiritual stability. Instead of approaching money with attachment, cultivate a mindset of trust and sufficiency. Think of an old merchant who spent his whole life chasing gold. Every day he counted his coins, fearing that thieves might take them. He barely spent anything, terrified of losing his fortune. When he finally passed away, his gold was untouched, but he had never truly lived. Compare this to a wise farmer who worked diligently, earned enough to care for his family, and gave generously when he could. He did not fear loss, nor did he hoard wealth. He had a peaceful heart, and his life was full of joy. Who was truly wealthy? Ask yourself, do you see money as a tool or as a source of fear? Do you feel at peace with what you have, or does the thought of more money control your emotions? The secret to getting closer to wealth is to release attachment, not to reject money, but to shift your mindset. Trust that you will have enough, live with generosity, and use wealth as a means to support a meaningful life, not as a chain that binds you. When you eliminate greed and fear, you will find not only financial balance, but also inner peace. True wealth is not in what you have, but in how you feel about what you have. What do you think true wealth is? Comment below with one word. Example: peace, freedom, balance. Number 5. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Wealth isn't just about how much money you have. It's about how wisely you manage it and how peacefully you live with it. The Buddha taught that our suffering often comes from our own mind, our attachments, and our inability to see things clearly. When it comes to money, many people make impulsive decisions, chasing short-term gains, spending recklessly, or acting out of fear and anxiety. This is where mindfulness and meditation become powerful tools. When you are mindful, you don't just react, you pause, observe, and choose wisely. You begin to notice your spending habits, your emotional triggers around money, and the subtle ways fear or greed influence your decisions. Mindfulness allows you to step back and ask, do I really need this? Or is this a wise investment for my future? Instead of feeling controlled by financial stress, you develop a sense of calm and control over your wealth. Meditation, on the other hand, sharpens your awareness and helps you see things as they really are. When your mind is clear, you recognize opportunities you may have overlooked, and you manage financial stress with greater ease. The Buddha once said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." If your mind is clouded by fear, doubt, or impulsivity, your financial choices will reflect that. But when your mind is steady, you make decisions from a place of wisdom rather than emotion. Think about it. How often have you made a financial decision that you later regretted? Maybe an unnecessary purchase, an investment driven by greed, or a missed opportunity because of fear. Meditation trains you to observe these patterns, break free from negative cycles, and develop a healthier relationship with wealth. There is a story of a poor man who once asked the Buddha how he could improve his life. The Buddha advised him to meditate daily and practice mindfulness in his actions. Over time, the man noticed that he was no longer making rash decisions. He saved wisely, invested carefully, and eventually became prosperous, not because of luck, but because he had clarity of mind. Wealth did not control him, he controlled his wealth. Now ask yourself, how often do you let emotions drive your financial choices? What if, instead of acting out of stress or impulse, you approached money with a calm and focused mind? True financial success isn't just about earning more, it's about making wise choices, free from fear and greed. By practicing mindfulness and meditation, you cultivate not only wealth but also inner peace, ensuring that money serves you rather than the other way around. Number 6. Mindful earning and spending. Wealth is not just about accumulating money, it is about understanding the deeper connection between how we earn, how we spend, and how we cultivate contentment in our lives. The Buddha once said, "Contentment is the greatest wealth." True prosperity comes not only from financial success, but from a mindful relationship with money, one that aligns with our values, benefits others, and nurtures inner peace. Have you ever considered whether the way you earn money brings you fulfillment, or do you simply chase after wealth without questioning its true purpose? When we engage in work that aligns with our ethics and contributes to society, we transform our labor into a meaningful practice rather than a burden. This shift in perspective allows us to see money as a tool, not a master. If we earn wealth through means that harm others or go against our values, it creates inner conflict, making even great riches feel hollow. Right livelihood, one of the elements of the Noble Eightfold Path, reminds us to earn in a way that does not cause suffering to ourselves or others. So ask yourself, is my work aligned with my values? Does it bring benefit beyond just financial gain? Equally important is how we spend the wealth we accumulate. Many people believe that more possessions lead to greater happiness, but have you ever noticed how fleeting the joy of material things can be? The initial excitement of a new purchase quickly fades, leading us to seek the next thing, creating a cycle of endless desire. Instead of mindless consumption, practice mindful spending. Buy only what truly adds value to your life, enhances your well-being, or serves a meaningful purpose. When we are not constantly chasing unnecessary luxuries, we create financial freedom, reduce stress, and cultivate gratitude for what we already have. The Buddha taught that craving leads to suffering, and this applies deeply to our relationship with money. So, before making a purchase, ask yourself, will this truly bring me lasting happiness, or am I just feeding a temporary desire? Beyond earning and spending, true wealth comes from simplicity. In a world that glorifies excess, learning to live with less can be a radical act of freedom. When we simplify our lives, we reduce our attachment to material things, leaving more space for peace, connection, and contentment. Have you ever noticed how a cluttered space can create a cluttered mind? The less we depend on external wealth for happiness, the more we discover the richness within ourselves. Instead of striving for more, what if we shifted our focus to appreciating what we already have? A simpler life does not mean a life of deprivation. It means having enough and knowing that it is enough. By being mindful of how we earn, spend, and live, we cultivate a wealth that is not just financial, but spiritual and emotional as well. So, as you walk this path, ask yourself, am I pursuing wealth in a way that truly enriches my life and the lives of others, or am I caught in the illusion that more always means better? Number 7. Surround yourself with wisdom. Wealth is not just about money, it is about wisdom, choices, and the company you keep. The Buddha often emphasized the importance of good companionship, teaching that Ananda, good friends, good companions, and good associates are the whole of the holy life. This wisdom applies not only to spiritual growth, but also to financial well-being. If you surround yourself with people who manage wealth wisely, who use their resources to create a meaningful life and uplift others, you will naturally adopt their habits and mindset. On the other hand, if you spend time with those who squander money, chase wealth recklessly, or live in constant fear of scarcity, their energy will influence you as well. Look around. Who do you take financial advice from? Are they people who truly understand money, or just those who talk about getting rich quickly? True financial wisdom comes from observing those who use money as a tool, not as a source of stress or greed. Think about successful and generous individuals. They don't just hoard wealth, they use it to build, to support, and to uplift others. Just as a candle loses nothing by lighting another, true prosperity is about sharing and growing together. There is an old story of a merchant who traveled with two companions. One was a wise businessman who carefully planned his investments, while the other was reckless, always looking for shortcuts to wealth. Over time, the merchant learned that the wise businessman's patience and strategy led to lasting success, while the reckless man often ended up in debt. The lesson: surround yourself with those who make wise choices, and wisdom will become your own. Ask yourself, who influences your financial mindset? Do the people around you encourage good habits, patience, and generosity, or do they feed fear and greed? The path to true wealth is not just about how much you earn, but about the wisdom you gain along the way. Be mindful of the company you keep, seek mentors who inspire you, and remember, wealth without wisdom is fleeting, but wisdom will always lead you to true prosperity. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the deeper meaning of numbers and their connection to wealth, wisdom, and spiritual alignment. Remember, true abundance isn't just about luck. It's about awareness, action, and a mindset of generosity and balance. If today's insights resonated with you, let us know in the comments. And if you haven't already, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to The Journey of Wisdom. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss our upcoming videos filled with Buddhist teachings and life-changing wisdom. May your path be guided by clarity, prosperity, and inner peace. See you in the next video.